how many solutions do you get? You get 2 from sine x equals -1/2, and you get 1 from sine x equals -1, a total of 3. Second and third. What angle has as its cosine positive square root of 2/2? Pi over 4. So in the second quadrant with pi over 4, what would the angle be? 3 pi over 4. And in the third quadrant, if we have a reference angle of pi over 4, we get 5 pi over 4. Multiple choice, just look for the... Okay, we're given that the sine of theta is -1/2, and you're given that you're in the third quadrant. What is theta? What angle has as its sine positive 1/2? Pi over 6. So we're putting pi over 6 in the third quadrant, and what angle do we get? 7 pi over 6. First of all, the amplitude is the absolute value of the number in front of the function. So it's equal to the absolute value of -2 or 2. The period you get from the number in front of x. Since the number in front of x is 1, the period is 2 pi. You're going to see one graph between 0 and 2 pi. The phase shift tells you that we're shifting it, and it's a plus pi, so we're shifting it to the left pi. Because it's positive, we're shifting it to the left. If this was x minus pi, we would be shifting it to the right. The domain is from -pi to negative infinity to infinity, and the range is between a -2 and +2. You first have to know that ln of e to the x is x, because your base is e, and it's saying e as a base to the x equals what? Well, e to the x is e to the x. It's the same thing. So what we have here is, in the exponent, we have ln of x plus 1, but we have a 3 in front of it. That means that it's taken to the third power by our properties of logarithms. So and then we have a 2 in front of that. So we're just saying, what is this equal to? So it's simply equal to 2, and then x plus 1 raised to the third power. The 3 in front is the power. So e to the ln of x is just ln of x. So we're just getting, it's just whatever we get for x plus, it's just x plus 1 raised to the third power, and that's it. It's just 2 times the quantity x plus 1 to the third power. So the y-intercept is where you let x be equal to 0. So if I have 3 e to the 0 plus 2. Now anything to the 0 power is 1. So you're getting 3 plus 2, or 5. So I know that I'm going to have a y-intercept of 5. Next, it's going to ask for a horizontal asymptote. And that's y is equal to 2. And then it's going to take, and you just have to sketch this, which is going to look like that. Now, take it one step further. So now, if I have f of x equals -3 e to the x plus 2, I'm still going to have a horizontal asymptote at 2. But now, where the graph was going in this direction, it's now going to come down and go in this direction. So let's take and again find the y-intercept. We know the horizontal asymptote is y equals 2. But now if I take -3 e to the 0 plus 2. I get negative 3 plus 2, or negative 1. So now instead of the graph coming and going up this way, it's going to come down, and it's going to come down this way. So it's reflected over the line, the horizontal line, y equals 2. And just looks like that. So get the y-intercept, get the horizontal asymptote, and because of the negative in front, it flipped it over. So you might want to graph it first without the negative, and then think about flipping it over the x-axis. Think of the basic ln of x graph, and then the plus 3 just shifts it 3 units to the left.